This is, I guess you could call it the second prototype of my kit scanner. Same panels as the last prototype. The only difference is this fading is done entirely, like the last one, entirely with just a hardware. There's just a capacitor in there, but that capacitor is now actual part of these panels. Each panel has its own cap. The capacitor is not part of the control board, which is behind you, which I'll show in a second. Just a switch so I can test it. Now this back here, this is the guts of the control board. I mean, it's pretty simple. Standard voltage regulator up here. This capacitor is just offering a little filtering. So what'll happen is if the power bounces too much when it's starting up, the microcontroller gets all freaked out and it doesn't really care for it very much, and then it starts doing weird things with the outputs. I'm not sure if you can even see that right there, but I actually have it just you can see the little LED is sticking through the heat sink right there. It doesn't get hot, so I'm not really concerned. I mean, I can tell that it's warm, but it's not really anything to even think about. Pulling it high here, the reset pin, so this way it won't reset on its own. I mean, it's pretty much it. I mean, it's using the internal oscillator. There's no external hardware. All I have to do when it comes time to make this the final version is obviously put this on a different board. But really, it's just a matter of soldering on more panels. I mean, just turn on a few more signals, adding a few lines of code, and burning it in, making it happen. But it's pretty straightforward. All I do is control the timing, and that's pretty much it. On time, off time, pause right and pause left, and those four things really make it happen. I mean, here, let's turn this off, and it starts up real fast. The problem I had with the Arduino was it would actually take it a while to boot. Even with the Decimilia, it would still take a second to boot. This is, I mean, you can hear the click. It's as soon as I flip the switch, it's running. I mean, it's immediate. So that takes care of that. I mean, it's real fast. So if I do ever turn it off, I can turn it back on immediately, and no weird boot up procedure or anything like that. And it's only taking 14 milliamps right now, just over 14 milliamps average. So this thing could run for weeks on just the car battery power. I've never even have to turn it off. Now if I run it slower, at a slower pattern, the average will go down of how much power it's consuming. So I would definitely do that when the car is off. We'll go to the kind of slumber mode. No need to have this relatively high speed pattern. But I mean, this is essentially it. The only thing that's really going to change, obviously, duct tape enclosure. That's not really going to be what's in this real thing. There's going to be acrylic taking care of that, and these diffusers, which is just plastic over paper over plastic, that's going to change. It's just going to be acrylic, clear acrylic. It's frosted with an LCD backlight diffuser, so that should make a nice even glow. But that is essentially it for I guess prototype 2. This is a nice 4-minute walkthrough, but I mean, this is my little. This is it. So take it or leave it.